Is it possible to record a video about a prayer book and have it not be all about me? Hello, everyone. Briefly breaking radio silence to discuss a comment left on a video on my channel recently from my good neighbor Dale. And of course, it was a video about a prayer book, as you find often on my channel. And I wanted to discuss it for a couple of reasons. The comment says, have you considered that you're approaching your problem from the wrong end? Here, likely referring to the problem I have been focused on my channel over the course of several series of videos, and that is finding the perfect prayer book for me. Anyway, have you considered that you're approaching your problem from the wrong end? Why should a church that is concerned with providing the whole of the faith in a comprehensive manner make a stripped-down book for folks who are basically, if not heretical, certainly heterodox? So why don't you approach the folks at the Nazarene equivalent of Rome or Canterbury, maybe Seattle Pacific University, to produce the book you want? I guess, first of all, that comment went right to the heart. So I guess I want to have an answer to that. And first of all, my first response is, gosh, I really hope that when I make these videos, that the message being heard isn't, why don't people cater to me and my needs more often, like all the time? Why can't everything be more about me? When I purchase a book, why is it not the intended audience is just me? Because I fear now, well, it's always in the back of my mind, but this comment kind of highlighted that fear that I have, that's sort of how I come off. Why are these books so bad? And by so bad, I mean they're not exactly what I want in a prayer book. Now, of course, as the comment indicates, I am a member of the Church of the Nazarene. I've brought that up many times. We do not use a common prayer book or a prayer book of any sort, a written liturgy, as it were. Now, the Church of the Nazarene has a manual. I don't have a copy handy here. And that has certain services along with our basic catechism and church governance type things that you would find in a manual. I also have this book put out, not officially sanctioned by the Church of the Nazarene, I don't think in any sense, Beacon Hill Press, but produced by I think at that time, a sitting general superintendent, which is the, I don't want to get into the governance of the Church of the Nazarene. It's sort of a modified Episcopal governance, and to the Board of General Superintendents is sort of archbishops, as it were. Superintendent here, meaning basically bishop. Anyway, so a former, or at the time of the writing of this, current bishop in the Church of the Nazarene created a book that has services for rituals, as it were, for various services, Christian marriage and Lord's Supper. There are variations of each. Baptism of infants or young children, still done in the Church of the Nazarene, though not much. Anyway, that's a deviation from the main topic here. So, why should a church such as the ACNA or the Reformed Episcopal Church or any number of Anglican or liturgical churches, why should they want to cater to those who are outside of their tradition, that are prayer book hobbyists, I guess? The simple answer, of course, is they shouldn't. And when I come across as demanding concessions from these publishers and these churches, these denominations, that's a problem with me and how I'm communicating my needs. I don't expect they will make prayer books for folks like me that are not connected to a liturgical tradition. So when I'm reviewing prayer books and you hear me saying things like, for me, the prayer book needs to have this and not have that. It needs to be arranged in this way and not that way. I don't like the verbiage here. I liked it better in this prayer book over here. I hope you'll understand, and I'll try to take the time to make sure it's clear. I'm in no way demanding of any church body that they change their polity or their catechism or their the structure of their liturgy to accommodate me and my fickle needs. So that out of the way, you're right, Dale. I have not made that clear that I wasn't. That wasn't my intent in those videos, and I don't think you were commenting in an accusatory way about that. The second thing it brings up, though, why don't you approach the folks at the Nazarene equivalent of Rome or Canterbury, maybe Seattle Pacific University? You're maybe thinking of Point Loma. Point Loma is the Nazarene, the West Coast Nazarene University. I didn't attend there. I attended the Nazarene University in Ohio, but why don't I approach them? That's simple. I'm a non-factor in in the Church of the Nazarene. I'm just a guy in the pew, in the chair, in the comfy chair. I didn't. I don't have any false notions that I have any say in how the Church of the Nazarene behaves, and I don't think any amount of ranting and raving on my part is likely to make any change. That, and I was born and raised in the Church of the Nazarene. I don't have any problems with the way they conduct worship and go about their business. So never felt any need to storm the ivory towers of Nazarenedom and demand changes. So then I guess the third question that isn't asked, but the first two kind of lead directly to, and that is, why am I a Nazarene? I describe myself now as a prayer book Christian as well as a Nazarene. Well, I wasn't a prayer book Christian for much of my life. Later in my adulthood, I became a prayer book Christian. And the simple answer is I do not have any problem with the beliefs of the Church of the Nazarene, and haven't found a good reason to leave. And it's a home for me. There's something to be said for having a church home. I love my local Nazarene church. I suppose I look at it like the old saying about marriage: when it comes to being hitched, I'd rather fight than switch. In fact, I guess I would prefer not to fight at all. I don't see much to fight about in the beliefs and the catechism of the Church of the Nazarene and the way we do worship. If I was starting from scratch, I might base it on something like the 1662 Book of Common Prayer, but I am not an elder in the Church of the Nazarene, nor am I a bishop/superintendent, and I was never asked. And that's okay. I don't think I'd like to be part of any church that I had any hand in building. So there you have it. Just sorry I made this way longer than it had to be, and there was very little in the way of visual interest here. I'm a Nazarene. I was born into the Nazarene Church. I attended Nazarene University. I'm also a prayer book Christian. So when I review prayer books in the future, I'll try to make it clear that I'm coming at this as an outsider with no claim to any rights or and I certainly don't expect any concessions on the part of those making prayer books that I then take and use for my own personal use. So there you go. I didn't take anything that Dale commented as a accusation at all. So hopefully I didn't come across as defensive here. I felt the need to make a video explaining that I realize that I come across as rather selfish. And how can I make prayer book worship all about me and my needs and my wants, which is not my intent. So I apologize for that. I will try to do better in the future about explaining where I am coming from, and I hope to always look at prayer books and Bibles and the material that I review and go over on my channel with a proper amount of respect and don't come across as complaining about things that really I have. If I don't have skin in the game, then I ought to keep the complaints to myself. There you go. Hope to have some more actual content coming out soon in the Bible and prayer book realm. Sorry, I've been away for a couple of weeks on that. Still have some pencil-related videos in the pipeline, so there is no end of those. Thanks for watching this little apology tour video. Hope to see you here again next time.